So Luck is a really charming movie from Apple TV Plus, and it really looks at the necessitation of both good luck and bad luck. But that concept and so many others just really could have been delved into so much more and so much better in this film. What is up everybody, welcome back to my channel Lifestyle Critic. I hope you're having a brilliant day. So in this video we are going to be reviewing Luck, which is a computer animated fantasy adventure comedy movie that definitely does feel made for kids. I mean, it's got the former head of Pixar Studios spearheading it, so it really could have and should have just been so much better, but they've opted to play it safe instead of being really brave and going darker with this film and being even more emotional than it was. But you know, that being said, it is enjoyable and watchable, and I'm going to be breaking it all down for you in this movie review. So we are introduced to the main likeable lead character, Sam Greenfield, who has had a string of bad luck her entire life, and she is leaving her former orphan home and fellow foster kids, when one day she finds a lucky penny and her fortune begins to change. And we see a hilarious sequence taking place where she is entering into the magical land of luck, which kickstarts an adventure of her trying to change her and her friend's fortunes, helping her new cat friend called Bob, and also making some important revelations as well. Now, from a positive point of view, like I said, this movie is really, really charming. It's easy to get into, and you're really going to like the world and the characters that they are creating. And on that point, they are really, really creative. I feel like when they were making this film, they must have had an absolute ball, as they would have obviously had a blank canvas and they can create anything that they want to create in terms of how does the magical world of luck really work. And it's really, really out there, but for some reason, you do really believe it and you are able to get behind it as well. And it is also really, really heartfelt, especially the main lead character, Sam. She is doing everything for really good purposes. And you can really see where everyone is coming from their own individual perspective, even if you don't necessarily agree with it. And I really like how in the final act, it takes a little bit of a turn as well. And like I said, the main lead character, Sam, used to live in an orphan home. So I think they do a really good job in terms of showing what life is like for orphan kids, how much they are really looking forward to finding foster parents, what happens when they're getting disappointed by all of this. I feel like they look into it really, really well. And then at the same time as this movie is really, really funny as well. A number of different characters don't really take themselves too seriously, and so you can laugh along with them in this ride as well. And also, some of the things that happen in this film from a bad luck point of view are really, really relatable. So I think they definitely depict all of those sequences really, really well. However, from a negatives point of view, I feel like they spend so much time just world building. I mean, of course they need to, because this is a brand new universe and they really want to educate you and really want you to get behind everything that they are creating. But I really feel like this is at the detriment for maybe stronger storytelling and great character moments. And I really feel like they could have gone down the darker side with this world. So for example, they definitely could have had and should have had loads more twists and turns. Some characters could have betrayed another character, and I would have loved a little bit more danger as well. I mean, there are one or two little threatening situations, but nothing really that you can really feel like you're on the edge of your seat when you're viewing it for these characters. But most of all, I really feel like they did such a good job in terms of creating this world, and they really could have just pushed it in terms of doing something more epic with it. But like I said right in the beginning, they just played it so safe, and I just felt like it was such a missed opportunity. But all of that being said, if you're looking for a really easy to watch, safe storyline, then I feel like you're going to have a really good time with this animated film. So from a cast and characters point of view, the word that I keep saying about this film is that it's really charming, and all of the cast and the characters do a really good job in depicting all of this. So let's go through them one by one. So first up we have Noblezada, who is playing Sam Greenfield, the really extremely likeable lead character. On that point, I feel like she just feels really, really generic, just the typical nice girl trope. And they really could have given her so much more personality and a little bit more depth. But that being said, because she is such a nice character, you are really rooting for her, and you are really with her. First up, when she's having an absolute string of a bad time of bad luck, the little bit of time where she has good luck when she finds her lucky penny, I think is really, really interesting. I feel like they could have made that even more fascinating if Sam kind of used this for selfish purposes and just kind of seeing what happened when she has this access to so much good luck. But she is a true altruistic character and just really wants to help her former foster care friend Hazel, and just really wants her to have a happy life. And she helps a lot of other characters as well, and I feel like you're really with her when she's entering into this magical land of luck, and you're really with her when she's learning all about this as well. Next up we have Pegg, who is playing Talking Cat Bob. And he doesn't really like Sam in the beginning, and I feel like his character arc is really interesting in terms of how he grows to like her, inadvertently working with her because they both have their own different missions to solve. And Bob reluctantly agrees to work with Sam in order to achieve this, and I feel like all of the chaos that they cause and create is really, really interesting. Like I keep saying about this movie though, I would have loved it to have just delved a little bit darker, but I feel like Sam and Bob just bring so much comedy value. We next have Whoopi Goldberg, who is playing the captain, head of security, who really doesn't like the Bob character, and I feel like it's really interesting, the final revelation that you find out at the end of this movie. But this character is only really blocking these characters to be successful, but I feel like they could have just done so much more in terms of the depth with this character, finding out about her past, why is she the way she is. But in terms of a performance point of view, I feel like Whoopi Goldberg is really, really wicked. We've also got Jane Fonda, who is playing the CEO, the ancient dragon of good luck. I would have loved to find out a little bit more about the past of this character. On that point, maybe if they create a series, they can really go into so much more depth with all of these different characters and the world as well. But as far as this character is concerned, she's actually a likable CEO and just really wants to have everything working in tip-top shape in the land of good luck and doesn't really want anything to do with the land of bad luck. We've also got Colin O'Donoghue, who is playing a character called Jerry, the helper to Bob. From a leprechaun point of view, this is the perfect character that they really could have gone darker with. There's a sequence where he's helping all of the other characters, and I was like, perfect opportunity to just do something really different to what you are doing. So you could have gone darker. And we've also got Jeff, who is the bad luck engineer, and I feel like he is definitely bringing a different type of comedy humor, and like all of them, they could have gone darker with this character as well. But you know, that being said, from a performances point of view, all of the voice actors are doing a really, really good job. As I keep saying, I would have loved them to have gone even deeper and darker with all of the different characters, but as this movie is slightly skewed towards kids, I feel like from that perspective, it is a really good kids movie performance. So from a visuals perspective, Luck looks really, really good. I feel like Sundance Animation have definitely done their best work with this film, as everything just looks really, really vibrant. And just for example, you know, the world that they've created with the whole Land of Luck space, how everything is working, all of the different parameters, the randomizer, how luck is distributed in the real world, I feel like is really, really clever. And all the different nuances in terms of how this is working, I feel like it's really, really cool. I like the upper world and the lower world. Definitely could have done so much more with the Land of Luck and the Land of Bad Luck, for sure. I feel like you're only in the Land of Bad Luck for what, maybe 10 minutes altogether, but they really could have and should have done so much more with that. I love the start of this film when you're really experiencing what it's like for foster kids and orphan kids, and I would have loved even more exploration of that, and especially just really pulling on the heartstrings so you can really feel how difficult the Sam character's life has been, and she really doesn't want her friend Hazel to go through the same things. So I feel like they depict that really, really well as the lessons that you can take from a positive's point of view from all of the bad luck that you endure, and they really do acknowledge the difficulties that the Sam character has gone through, all of the bad luck that she has had to endure, but she has learned so much from this. And I think from that point of view, they really do show the benefits of both good luck and bad luck. And I just wish they would have done a little bit more. And whilst I definitely would have wanted more of it, I do have to say from a visuals point of view and from a lessons point of view, this film is actually really, really successful. So from a comparisons perspective, I absolutely love animated movies. Easily one of my favourite genres, and whilst I feel like Luck definitely could have done a lot more, I do feel like, you know, it is a solid entry within this wicked genre. Before looking at animated movies though, I feel like the closest thing from a live action point of view is Lindsay Lohan's Just My Luck movie, which really did explore with hilarious consequences actually, the benefits of both good luck and bad luck, which I feel like this movie definitely does do as well. But from an animated movie, of course, this has got the head writer from Pixar Studios, and you can definitely feel the Pixar formula here, even though I do feel like they could have pushed it for sure. So it definitely borrows a lot from Onward, and I feel like Inside Out, I feel like it tries so hard to be the new Inside Out. I absolutely love Inside Out, so I don't feel like this movie is as good as that, as I feel like Inside Out was just absolutely incredible, but it does try to replicate a lot of the things that that movie did. I feel like it can also be compared to Monsters Inc. as well, which really did look at the world of dreams, and this is obviously looking at the world of luck. And I feel like actually it's really, really similar to Luca as well, which was definitely a very safe kids movie. And I said in my review for that film as well that they definitely could have and should have pushed that one, which I definitely do feel like is really mirroring itself in Luck. And I feel like you can also in some respects compare it to Peter Pan too, especially all of the good luck that the Tinkerbell character can spread. And also I feel like it is borrowing a lot of things from The Good Dinosaur as well in terms of playing it really safe from a Pixar point of view. And say from a comparisons perspective, even though I would have loved it for this to have been in the top tier animated group, I feel like it is actually in the mid tier. So overall, I had a really great time watching Luck. I feel like Apple TV and Sundance Animation Studios have done a really great job with this film, and they have got an ongoing deal in place, so I am really looking forward to the other animated films that are going to come out from this partnership. But you know, from a storyline point of view, I really liked how they really did look into Luck, both good luck and bad luck, and how this is all created. The origins of Luck I thought was really, really cool. Like I keep saying in this movie, they absolutely could have just smashed it and made it an instant classic, and maybe if they do a sequel, they can do that. But I feel like this movie is a little bit forgettable, and so for all of those reasons, I'm going to give it a solid 6 out of 10. And I would love to hear what you thought of Luck, so please let me know in the comment section below. Otherwise, I look forward to seeing you in my next video.